Are you a white belt that just started training or looking for ways to improve? Here are some useful tips that will help your BJJ journey. In today's video, I will be sharing on my top 16 BJJ tips for beginners. BJJ is a sport that isn't about the destination but rather the journey itself. Whether you decide to do it as a hobby, professionally, or to do it as a form of workout, seeing an improvement will motivate you to keep going. So, what are some ways that you can improve your BJJ? Drills. Drilling is the most important thing that you have to do whether you're a white belt or a black belt. When you see a higher belt being able to perform the moves smoothly, do you think that it is something that they learned overnight or it is something that they've been drilling for the longest time? Drilling can be boring sometimes, but trust me, the more you drill, the better you will get. Watching BJJ matches and instructional. YouTube offers a lot of free content from IBJJF to ADCC matches. You can even get a lot of free instructional on YouTube. If you are looking for a YouTube channel that has BJJ instructional, you can check out my link in the comment section down below. Aside from free content, you can also check out paid content that offers specific instructionals to improve your BJJ game, such as BJJ Fanatic or Jiu-Jitsu X. Be sure to wait for their sales period to get special discount on your preferred instructional. Study your own role. Record or watch it at the end of the day. Analyze what are the good things you did and what are the mistakes you made. Sharpen the good stuff and avoid making the same mistakes again. Use what you learn in class often. Your instructor will always be open to share with you their best moves during class. Learn and apply it during your rolling session. Show up early. Try showing up 30 minutes early to warm your body up. Do some solo drills. It will definitely make a lot of difference in your training. Train regularly. One of the things that I like about BJJ is the time on the mats equals on how good you will be. You can't be better if you train once a week versus training 4 to 5 times a week. If you want to be better at BJJ, train as often as you can. Cross training. My instructor is a true believer in cross training. It is something he encourages us to do frequently so that we can have different experience rolling and training with different teams. Each instructor or gym has a different style. The more exposure we get, the better we will be. BJJ podcasts. My usual habit is to listen to podcasts while driving or working out. Listening to BJJ podcasts not only helps you to understand a certain concept or technique better, but it also inspires you in your BJJ journey. Be open-minded. Be open-minded to learn new moves and try to understand each concept behind the moves rather than rejecting it immediately. You can definitely learn something from it by keeping an open mind. Flow map. There are BJJ flow maps available online where you can purchase, but if you want to build it on your own, take a piece of paper and start mapping. For example, you can start from mount and think of the next move, such as armbar from mount, and what's next if you are unable to finish your opponent. Flow map will help you to understand your techniques better, and it helps to create better understanding around your BJJ game. Position before submission. When I was a white belt, my main focus is always on submission, not position. As my coach always said, position over submission. Submission will come later. As a white belt, focus on learning positions such as guard, side control, full mount, and even guard pass. Strength training. There is a saying that goes, BJJ is a self-defense for smaller guys against bigger opponents. But when you enter the mat as a competitor, your opponent will have equal skill level as you, and your strength will make a huge difference to have an edge over your opponent. Stretch often. It is something that is always overlooked by many. Stretching regularly not only improves your flexibility, but it also helps with your recovery. I have a nagging back injuries that has been bugging me for years. After I have incorporated regular stretching before and after training, not only has my back gotten better, but my flexibility has also improved. You can also try out yoga once or twice a week. It will make a huge difference. Roll regularly. Some white belts often like to have a break or sit on the side to watch others roll. Rolling regularly helps you to have more mat experience. Don't limit yourself by rolling only with white belts, but also try rolling with higher ranking belts and learn from them. Compete regularly. It is optional, but if you are looking to see how your BJJ has progressed, Competition is often a proving ground to see how far you have grown as a grappler. Ask questions. Don't be shy to ask any questions on and off the mats if you are seeking to improve. When your instructor demos a technique, always ask questions to have a better understanding on the techniques. If you have any questions after the class, you can always ask your instructor or your teammates for better understanding of the techniques. When you're a white belt, it marks the beginning of a lifelong BJJ journey. Some people quit months or years later, but most people stay. The most fascinating part of BJJ is the journey never ends, and you will always learn something out of it no matter how long you're in it. Good luck in your BJJ journey and never give up. You can do it. We have reached the end of the video, and if you find it to be useful, don't forget to like and share this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Us.